Welcome back, my friends, to another development update for Ultimate Skyrim, and thank you for watching. As always, I'd like to say hello to my newest patrons. Thank you all very much for your contributions and your support. A quick reminder, the features in this video are a work in progress, and everything is subject to change. Today, we're talking about several immersion mods that I've added to the game. I think these mods go a long way towards making the world feel real, and they also add a lot of interesting choices for the player as they go about their journey. These mods also address some important balance issues and exploits, which I'm really grateful for as well. The first mod on the list is Hunting Requires Permit by Azureflux. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. This mod does exactly what it says. You must now purchase a permit from a hold steward if you would like to hunt legally within that hold's borders. Each hold has its own permit pricing, and that price is influenced by the quality of hunting in that hold. If the hold is relatively safe and has a lot of game, the permit will be more expensive, but if a hold is dangerous and the game isn't that good, the permit will be cheaper. You can also hunt illegally, aka poaching, but if you're seen by a guard, they'll ask you for your permit, and if you don't have one, you'll be in some trouble.
I saw you do that, you know.
The second mod is More Punishable Crimes, also by Azureflux. This mod adds some new laws that make the world feel a lot more real and reactive. For example, looting bodies is now illegal, so you can't just take stuff from every corpse you find, or at the very least you'll have to be sneaky about it. For the record, this does not apply to bandits or other outlaw factions. Another feature is that you'll have to be careful when drawing your weapon around important people like Jarls. This is not necessarily illegal, but it puts the guards on high alert, and they might follow you around because you're kind of a suspicious person. Finally, you can't use any loud crafting stations after dark because it disturbs the peace. This fits really nicely with the next mod, Crafting Requires Permission, which is easily my favorite mod in today's lineup. This mod is also by Azureflux, if you can believe it, and basically it requires you to rent the crafting stations that you'd normally use for free, which I think is a lot more believable than just kicking someone off their own forge and using it yourself at no cost. You can avoid these fees by building or purchasing your own crafting stations, or you can become friends with the owner and get a discounted rate. If you're really good friends or you're in the same faction, you can probably use their stuff for free. For the record, this system applies to forges and all these supplementary forge stations. It applies to alchemy labs and enchanters and cooking pots, and most importantly, it applies to mines, which fixes a glaring balance issue where you could just walk into a mine that somebody owns, take all the ore, and just walk right out with no consequences. Now you'll have to pay the owner if you want to use the mine. And it's very expensive, so even if you deplete the entire mine and sell the ingots, you're still going to lose money. So you're basically paying for the convenience of not having to find the ore yourself. Finally, we have one last mod to talk about. It's very simple, and it's called Locked City Gates by Google. This mod locks the cities after dark, so if you want to stay the night in the city, you'd better be there before those gates close. If you're not, you'll have to find a different way in or a different place to sleep. Maybe set up camp somewhere or find a nice cave and hope that it's empty, or even walk to a neighboring town. But you better be careful because Skyrim has a lot of things that go bump in the night, so to speak. That about wraps it up for today. Thank you as always for watching, and if you have any thoughts or feedback, please feel free to leave those in the comments below and I will get to them ASAP.